Whew, good morning. It's a chilly one here. 45 degrees, actually not as bad as yesterday. Hi, buddy. Typically, the arrangement is that Emma takes care of the inside stuff and I do the outside stuff. Jacks, blocks, hitching, unhitching, all that good stuff. But on a day like today, it was so level last night that, I mean, we have nothing to do. We didn't even put our jacks down or anything. So I take care of the dogs. In that case, easy enough. But today we are going to put some miles on and whew, man, it is chilly in here. It's nice. It's really nice to have these warmers, the seat warmers and such. So my job is also making sure the truck is good and warm. Today we're putting some miles on, but we are going to make a stop for an instructional video that we have some ideas for. So yeah, I think we'll be making it to our boondocking destination in Vegas. Could not ask for a cooler, cooler spot. This is great. The desert sucks and nobody should ever come here. I'm just kidding. Oh my gosh. Whew, it's a beautiful morning. So we have a little bit of evaluation to do. We have a little bit of, I've done my thinking, and I think I have a good idea as to the last 5 national parks, the Utah 5, right?
The Mighty 5.
The Mighty 5. What's our, like in order, what's the best ones? If you could only see one, what would it be? What's your least favorite and why? And how did Zion stack up? Because that's kind of a big deal.
A lot of people love Zion.
They do.
And so every day we do this in the moment, and then the next morning I wake up and I feel a little bit differently. But it's really just my gut feelings about, like, my gut reactions to it.
And if you, by the way, if you like something on this list that we're like, meh, then don't get upset. Like, it's okay. Everybody has a different opinion.
They're all wonderful.
Yeah,
like,
they are all great.
They are all wonderful. I would go back to every single one of them.
Yeah.
Let me start there. Canyonlands was the first one.
Yeah.
It was the best one. We didn't even see the whole thing, but I'm excited about it.
Yeah.
It was beautiful. It was wonderful. The hike was amazing. So I feel like Canyonlands took the cake here.
Yeah, easily.
Number 2, Bryce Canyon.
Yeah. Yeah.
Number 3, I'm going Zion.
Really? So why is Bryce Canyon above Arches and Zion?
I just really liked Bryce Canyon. Like, the more I think about it...
The
hoodoos, yeah. The more I think about it, the more I was really like in awe there more than I was in Arches or Zion.
Oh, interesting. All right.
Yeah, I'm like, oh, that was like really cool. Like, it's bringing back like the, oh, that was so cool feelings. Whereas Arches and Zion was like, yeah, it was nice to see.
Yeah.
Number 3 and a close 4. I'm gonna go Zion number 3, Arches number 4.
Really?
Yeah. And then Capitol Reef number 5.
Yeah, I gotta say, so my number 1 is Canyonlands, and it's because it's so approachable and awe-inspiring, and it's great views all the way around, and it's like no other land you'll ever see. I swear. And the interesting thing is it doesn't have like the sandstone the same way. And so yes, it's being carved out, but it's a harder rock, and it just felt more, like I had a greater sense of permanence, yet also flexibility, changeability, right? So there was something about it. I gotta say 2, for me, I'm gonna say is actually Arches. And I didn't think so at first, because it's very busy. But the Arches, I think, is also very approachable. And I think that final hike, a really long hike, really did me in.
That was a nice hike. See, and that's why I say if we ranked just the hiking alone, I would rank differently.
Yeah, yeah. And so, there's that. So if it's, and that's really what it is it's so approachable. And it's also like, I ranked it lower, but Bryce Canyon, solid 3rd for me because of the hoodoos. But, I know a lot of people are like, oh, the hoodoos are just magical. There's a hoodoo moment or there's a Bryce moment or whatever.
When you did the amphitheater, yeah.
I don't know.
I didn't have the Bryce moment, but thinking back on it,
yeah,
it is the second most memorable to me.
I think the Bryce Canyon, it just wasn't like, it wasn't solid enough. Like, it just felt so malleable, the sand. I don't know, Like, it's
I like
wonderful.
that about it, though.
It's beautiful. But it just didn't, like, there's something that didn't stick in me as like that's it, you know. And then I would actually say Zion is number 4. And I know that's a lot of people's favorite. It is beautiful, no doubt about it. But it's like, I think the buses are a cool thing, but it just didn't feel, I feel like I was having a manufactured experience. You know what I mean?
I can see that.
And there's too many people, way too many people.
I think why I put Zion at number 3 is because it felt like a red Utah version of Yosemite. And I love Yosemite.
See, I don't care as much about Yosemite. I think it's just because it's so, like, again, it almost feels like that Disneyland kind of like, everybody loves Yosemite. It's like, I'm just a contrarian, I think. I don't know.
But I think like that last hike we did, the Emerald Pools hike, that really made it for me. I would have ranked it differently without that.
If we went lower and middle, I would not have cared at all. I do think the lower part, though, the middle didn't matter, period. It did not matter. And it's just because of the time of year. The lower, though, and they definitely lied, by the way. They said the middle was like, you got to go that way. Not remotely true. No, that was the hardest way to go.
It was a loop.
We went the right way by going right and then up and then come back on the left side. In the middle of the summer, that would have been great.
Yeah.
But you got to get there super early. That's not for everybody. I just don't think, I think it's a very accessible, but it's not as accessible as others. Like, by any means, you know what I mean? Like, there were nice paved trails, but there was a lot of, you know, so it was one of those things. It's like, no, I don't know, not for me. Like, if I were to recommend one to my grandma, and my grandma's a morning person probably, right? So, like, like, yeah, I'm going to, like, Zion's easy. And it's right here next to Vegas, really. I mean, 150 miles or so, really not too bad. Yeah. But I think the Capitol Reef is really cool. I think that's the one that's, like, in terms of all of the hikes, that was the one that was most like, whoa, like, you're really in the canyon for a good while.
That's why I said, like, if I was ranking hikes alone, it'd be different.
But I do feel there's something about it. It's just like, it is amazing, but it's like, it's lacking a little something. It's like, I can't see the horizon. It almost feels like a very small area. I don't know why, but
it does feel small. It does feel like there's really only one hike to do.
I will say as well, though, if you were just going, you know, purely based on hike to hike, I would actually say that the Capitol Reef hike that we had done, yes, really hard at first, in my opinion, like for us, you know, we were, you know, but I would actually take that over the Zion hike. So
I would too. Yeah, so I would too.
Overall views.
Yeah, I would too.
Zion, Capitol Reef in terms of that specific hike, and then there's a couple more that were probably even better than that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd go that way. So.
Yeah.
Anyways, like, can you go wrong with these?
No.
Yes. Don't go to Zion. Don't go to Zion in the heavy season. If you're gonna skip one of them, skip Zion.
I would say that part of why this was so enjoyable, all of the parks are so enjoyable, is because of when we came.
Yeah.
Like, we came at the end, I think they call it a shoulder season.
Nevada line.
Nice.
We
came on a shoulder season. We came at the end of the busy season.
Which also, funny enough, I think is some of their busiest times. Some of them.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
If you can get here during
don't come here in the summer. Like, that would be stupid to come here in the summer if you can help it. If you can help it.
So the parks were so much less busy than they are during the summer. They're like, it was a much more enjoyable experience, I think, because of that alone.
Yeah.
For us.
Yeah. And then, like, you got to go early. It's just, even if it's chilly in the morning, just, yeah. But I did learn, however, how much we really love easy to moderate hikes. Yeah. Like, we're not technical climbers, like, it's never going to, you know, but, like, we also got a lot of gear inspiration, and I think of, you know what? No, I'm going to put Capitol Reef above Zion. There we go. Really? Yeah, Capitol Reef above Zion.
Okay.
But I will say that, like, if you need an entry-level park, Zion's it. Yeah. But you can also, if you need a really advanced park, there are people climbing those rock faces.
If you want to go do Angel's Landing or the Narrows, I would like to do Narrows one day. They also have people at Zion that will teach you what gear to get. You can rent the gear. And so, like, that's the entry level to me. It's like, you're going to have a little more hand-holding. Canyonlands is the exact opposite, and that's why I love it. It's raw. It's, you're kind of there on your own, and you're just, it's almost an ethereal experience in a way. Yeah. If you sit down, you shut the up, and, like, you just take it in. And it doesn't matter which way you look. And it's just like, it's so, anyways. So, the long story, we have really enjoyed our experience, and look, we have different opinions from one another. Yeah, what? You have to share my opinion.
Wrong. Anyways, we're in Nevada now, so this feels pretty dang good. We love Nevada.
We do love Nevada.
We love Nevada. I mean, we hate Nevada. Don't come here. No. If you're thinking of moving to Vegas, it's stinky. And
Joel doesn't want anybody to ruin the desert
no,
for him.
man, I don't want all those. It's all the people from California that come over because they're like, oh, it's too expensive here, and then they like jack the prices up here. It's all that. It's like a lot of the tech people will come over to Nevada. No, go to Arizona.
Yeah.
We also love Arizona. Don't go there. Arizona sucks. Oh, okay. Anyways. Alrighty, we have landed, and we are mooch docking, technically speaking. Although we're not using any water or power, we bring our own. BYOP.
Yep.
Let's say hi to Lenny, the bus. He's been enjoying his spot, and he's been working really hard, except for we've identified another problem, and this is an interesting one. I'll show you what I'm talking about, but actually, he's been running 2 air conditioners that they don't use more than 600 watts max.
Right.
I think they're at like 550 is the most I ever recorded out of these when we did our testing. As objective as that test could be. Good old Lenny, we have come back. He is a wreck right now. There's our old, and if anybody wants to buy that, let me know, shoot me a message. Especially if you're in the Las Vegas area. It works perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with it. You know, you've got all your gaskets and all that good stuff. And we didn't use it very much before swapping up for the 12 volt unit. But if you want to buy that, let us know. Everything in here is dusty because, you know, desert. So we've had the windows down. We could probably crank those up a little bit.
We need to crank them up a little bit, yeah.
So solar is working very, very, very well. No problems at all with that. I know somebody had left a comment a while back and said, hey, you're gonna have issues with those panels. They're not supposed to be moved and all, you know, all that crap. So no, they've been working perfectly fine. We're getting exactly what we expect out of them. And we did get a replacement battery from SOC battery, but I think this little guy right here, this little battery balancer, I think that is our problem because we're having a very similar issue. Not exactly the same issue, but similar. One of these is not being fully charged, and so they're getting out of whack. And so we've had this little guy, little lifetime battery balancer for a good while. So we're gonna go ahead and toss that in there. Eventually, when the budget's not too big of a deal, we're actually gonna throw another battery in there. We have one. We'll throw another battery in there and set this as a 48 volt system. That will be very, very nice.
Yeah.
So we have a few things to open. We've got some packages. Actually, a very, very nice gift I want to show you guys, which is freaking awesome. Man, we got everything, a wreck in here. We got some upgrades here and some review products and just some stuff that this is also just storage as well. So we'll go through some of that in the near future. Check this out. What a kind thing. So Gypsy Bewitched sent this Osmo 360, and this is so amazing. So if you initiated, a 360 camera records 360 degree video. I am so excited. I don't even know what to say. So I'm humbled. I'm really, thank you, Gypsy. She loves our channel.
Yes, thank you very much.
What a kind person. So anyways, we'll be playing around with this. You guys might recall before we left, we were in a bit of a time crunch. I actually took my computer in for a keyboard. It was supposed to be a keyboard replacement. It was just within warranty. Warranty that expired after we left, but I'm still having keyboard issues. They replaced a keycap, not fixed it. That was awesome. We have display issues, keyboard issues, now speaker issues. And so I'm going to edit videos and it's like crunching. It's like a crunchy sound. It's, you know, it's a limit, like a blown speaker. This, I won't be able to edit on your computer, this kind of footage, because this is 8K, 360, I don't know, but either way, I'm very excited to get this on. So we have a lot of videos to make, some reviews, little products here and there. And this is like, I'll tell you straight up, if I don't like something, I'm gonna let you know what it is. We did end up getting a bike rack as well. So we'll try that out, we'll see, because my standard for bike racks is pretty high.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll tell you that. So we got that coming. We've got little parts here and there, truck upgrades. So the Fumoto valve, I believe, is somewhere in there. We can need to double check that. Because we paid for it. That one we did. And we need to get all that. We need to get like our, we need to move a solar panel that we have with us. That was, we reviewed that. Like we need to pull a few things out of the truck, and then we need to take some of these things and bring them with it. Like the Fumoto valve, we're gonna, next time we do the oil change, we'll bring that with us. And so we have some organization to do there, and we have a video coming up that's probably gonna be at least a week's worth of, we're gonna slow down on videos a little bit, I think. Because we have a lot of like cleaning, we've got maintenance to do. We may or may not have a flat trailer tire. Well, I hope not, but you know, one of those things, like, what do you do about that? So we're gonna do some of that. We have some, I wouldn't say repairs, we've got some things to do. We need to change the fuel filters. The truck has been bitching about that for the last 1,500 miles. Although, let's be real, I never changed the fuel filter in my the other two Rams, and they ran just fine. So, you know, nobody wants dirty diesel fuel. So, anyways, we've got some things like that, and yeah. So my mom will be off in a few hours, and we'll check in with them and see how are they liking it down here in the Southwest. Yeah. It's been a good change. Also, Lenny is just such a beautiful bus, right?
Yeah.
I love Lenny, so we're gonna scavenge a few things from him.
And Lenny needs some love too.
He does need some love, so he needs to be cleaned up first and foremost. We did a blower. We did blow all that damn dirt out of there. But no, we've got some things. We have a lot of plans actually for this whole area. Yeah, some of it's just gonna take money, or just gonna take time. So yeah, I'm very excited to see what we have coming up though. I'm very excited though to see how things evolve. Our video schedule for members it might be a little more erratic. Yeah. But especially with my computer going in for service. You know, and it's funny, I never really had problems with any Mac. Nope. No, not really.
My Mac's been great.
Yeah, but this one Mac is just been a pain in the butt. I think once they replace this, in order to replace the speakers, they have to replace the top case. I think which is a whole keyboard assembly. So I think
they're gonna replace the screen and the keyboards. They might as well just give you a new Mac.
Well, the only thing left at that point is the logic board and a few daughter boards with like the USBs and such. So yeah, you might as well. Jeez. Also, for anybody wondering, it is hot enough out here still. It's in the 80s. Been running this AC, and you know, it's cold air that comes out of it. It just doesn't, it's almost like it's not enough volume. I think I talked about this in my original review. So down here in the desert, you need AC. You know, I'm just comparing this to the 12K that we have in the living room of the house. Like, that thing just smokes this in efficiency and cooling power. I don't know, I'm not finding myself super impressed with that. So we'll have, you know, we're gonna be here for at least a few weeks. We'll have some more on that, I think. It just kind of bothers me because, you know, I like to be really thorough in my review, and I never want anybody to buy something because we say yes or no, right? I want to give more information than that, right? I want to give this one though, it just doesn't feel like it's cooling as much as I would hope. Man, it is still hard to believe that we got Lenny the bus in here, is it not?
Yeah, pretty big.
Yeah. That was a lot of turns.
Yeah, it was.
This is my sister Sierra. How are you enjoying Vegas?
It's pretty good. Nice place.
You were finding that basically overnight the batteries were dying, right?
Yeah, they were. Okay. In the middle of the night.
So we did some investigation. Let's see what we found. We have a few things in here we need to review. This security camera system, actually one of them, and you guys know my love for solar. That has something to do with solar. But anywho, if we come down here, we've gone ahead and installed this lifetime battery balancer. When we ran the voltage, one of these guys was at 13.99 volts. It was an absorption. The other one was at like 13.2, I think it was on the far end. And then this guy was at 12.5 volts, which is pretty dang dead for these batteries. So went ahead, swapped out the battery balancer. The other one made this horrible squeak, like a whine noise that was insane. It was insufferable. Then I went ahead and downloaded the SOC battery app here. And if we take a look at this guy, it actually shows that the state of charge now is 5%. So the battery voltage is 12.8, which should be a little higher in terms of stated charge. I think that should be closer to 17%, but it's actually taking a current of 7.29 amps, etc. So, but when we first started, yeah, stated charge was 4%, voltage was 12.5, and when I first went ahead and plugged this into the balancer, it was taking 3.9 amps of current, and now, of course, the stated charge has increased 12.8 volts. It's taking 7.2 amps right now, so it is equalizing, and we have plenty of solar coming in still. That's the beauty of the desert here. So our setup here is a little janky, and it is so dirty in here. How do you feel about Lenny the bus?
Pretty nice, I guess. It's dirty, like you said.
You heard it here first. Actually, one other change we made. So we have this wonderful bed. This is by Brooklyn Bedding. It's actually super, super, super nice. Love this bed. I wish we could bring it in our trailer. But we actually took, so we can get a little more light in here, we took the cover off the rear there, and we took more of this Reflectix and put it around the front, and what a difference this makes. Oh my gosh, can you feel that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is wild. So so we're gonna continue decorating in here. I think we're also we need to secure some of these. You can see they're kind of janky. We have a lot of plans for this. It's just about time and, such. But I think we're gonna go ahead and paint this, and then cover some things up. And this raccoon is the inspiration here. That raccoon is Lenny's spirit animal. Also, this beautiful American bison. Can you not?
I didn't.
It is great to unpack, and the dogs are really enjoying being back. I actually couldn't figure out why Sam seemed so stressed, even though she's best girl. She was so stressed because she thought she was going to have to go back to the vet. And the last time they were here right before we left, well, she had to go back to the vet, so there's that. Also, told you about the 360 camera here. Got a few accessories for it. I'd ordered these in advance. It'll cage because I am a bit of a klutz. So, it is interesting. I've done some test footage with this, and they're such marvelous little devices. They're magic. They're magic is kind of the best way to put it. But it's definitely going to take some getting used to. And these little covers, which you have to have because these are not replaceable lenses, kind of add some extra distortion and some chromatic aberration and a bunch of other crap. So like glares primarily is the biggest issue. So I don't know, it takes some getting used to. We'll play around with it. Maybe go hit the strip with this and see kind of what views we can get and whatnot. So anywho, yeah, we are having a blast catching up with my family, and yeah, it's a great it's great night. Also, it's 6:30 and it feels like it's like midnight because daylight savings time, and I think we're like it's the Pacific time zone, but we're on like the east coast of that, so the border. So anyhow, thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you in the next video. Bye.